Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to discuss articles. Articles are real adjectives. They are also called determiners. For example, they are like this: and the. These three are and the. These two are called indefinite articles, and this is called a indefinite article. And an or indefinite articles, that is definite articles. Normally students or people take it easy and they think they don't have an importance like this and that. Sometimes they write it or speak it, and sometimes they don't. So beforehand, let's know the significance, the importance of these things. First of all, let's go like this: significance. What is the significance of these things? Can we leave them at our own or not? So example is like this: like the prime minister and home minister. Arrives Srinagar tomorrow. Sentence I have written here to show the significance, the importance of this. One more sentence: the prime minister and the home minister arrive Srinagar tomorrow. Okay. These two sentences are almost identical, or almost they are the same. There is hardly any difference. But if you go through them, there is a little difference. That the prime minister and home minister, the prime minister and the home minister, means in the first sentence we have used only one article, that definite article, and in another sentence we have used the two sentences. How does it make a difference in the two sentences? In first sentence, it means there is the only one person. Prime Minister has one more portfolio, that is home ministry portfolio is with him, and that is the only person having two portfolios. Sometimes even Prime Minister, while distributing portfolios among the ministers, cabinet colleagues, there remains some these portfolios with him, and so he can be these portfolios, these designations can be attached with him. Like here, the prime minister and home minister means the prime minister is himself a home minister. That is the portfolio. But here, the prime minister and the home minister here means the two persons are arriving. Okay, so this makes a lot of difference. Means sometimes I say. A leader came here to attend a meeting. There were few people, or there were the people. Means in first sentence there were few people, means we were expecting a huge number, but their number was very little, negligible number. People were then, or sometimes sometimes we say there were the few people, means we were not expecting such a good number of people. So there was a bigger number of people there at that time. Or sometimes we ask somebody that, please, do you have some money? Can you lend me some money? You say, okay, I have a few rupees. I have few rupees, means that the amount is negligible. Few rupees means almost none. Almost none. You need 1,000 rupees. I have only 10 rupees. I have only 50 rupees with me. At that time, I can say, I have few rupees with me, means almost none. So this is how we can differentiate. We can say how it makes a difference. And sometimes we say there is a room, or there is room. There is a room means there are so many rooms available. Once you go to the hotel manager, you ask him for a room. You say, is there a room? He says, yes, there is a room. There are so many rooms available. Okay. Or if somebody says that there is a cricketer playing cricket and he makes room. Room means the space. Makes a space for him. Is there room to sit? Is there room to park my car? Okay. So this is how we can we can make we can understand the this significance and importance of these articles. They are very important. We can't leave them. Once we leave like this, if there had been 2 person and we left it out and we make only 1 or 2 person थे, 2 आदमी को हमने 1 बना दिया, और यहाँ पर अगर हमने 1 ही था और 2 लगा दिए तो हमने 1 आदमी को 2 बना. तो इस तरह ये गलतियां हम कर सकते हैं अगर हमें आर्टिकल्स के बारे में पूरी नॉलेज या इल्मियत ना हो. So let's go to our topic first. There is a equal to and. I must write like this. This is an indefinite article. Already told you, indefinite. These are indefinite articles. But as equal to and means 1. So let's take one by one. Where we have to write this article. Beforehand, we must have the knowledge of many more things. Like in English alphabet, there are 26 letters. Out of them, there are 5 vowels. You know, A, E, I, O, U. We have to know them beforehand because we are talking about the vowels and all that. But as for the English language is concerned, or as for the these articles are concerned, at that time we have to, as a layman, we say there are only 5, but there are 20 sounds of articles. So there are not only 5, there are 20 sounds of. Before all these 20 sounds, sometimes we have to use an, or sometimes we have to this will we will learn it once we go ahead. Okay. So only 21 letters, those remained there, those are called the consonants. Okay. 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Though they are only 5 number, but there are 20 vowel sounds in English, and we have to remember. Let's go back. It's equal to and means they are indefinite, and we take up first a sound, and this where we have to use it. We have to use the common nouns. Common noun, singular in number. Singular in number begins with consonant sound. Consonants. Okay. Now we have to remember rule number 1. It is used before the common noun, but singular number. We should have the knowledge about the common noun and the proper noun. What is the difference? All of them. Okay. So common noun like boy, girl, tree. These are called the common noun. Okay. Pen, notebook, buildings, roads, all that. Common noun, but singular. Singular in number, but that begins with consonant sound. There normally we know this, everybody knows this right from the beginning, that we have to use it before the common noun singular, but that begins with the consonant sound, like this: a boy, a girl, a tree, a pen, a hen, etc. Rule number 1. When we are talking about the article R, we use it common noun singular number that begins consonant. B, G, T. These are the consonants or consonant sounds, and before that we use article R. Number 2, used before again common noun singular in number. This is important. Common noun singular noun that begins with vowel sound. Here is the difference. Common noun singular noun begins with consonant, but common noun singular noun begins with vowel, like that sounds U. That, but the sound of the vowel should be U. That sounds U. U. For example, university, a European, a utensil, a U, one more important thing, a U. Normally this is asked in examinations, but we sometimes fail to pronounce it correctly. We pronounce it you, but it's not. It's you, and sound is like this. When it sounds like you, at that time you have to use a U, a university, a European, a utensil. Okay, this is very important. I have 2 rams and 1 U. I have 2 rams and 1 U. This female sheep, male sheep, rams. I have 2 rams, 1 female sheep, 1 ewe. Okay, so generally this is being, but we pronounce it as far as this is concerned. We should have, we should know the correct pronunciation of the pronunciation of the things, and then we can give the actual these what called the vowels. We can use them correctly. Okay. So this is one rule, and another rule. Let's write the third rule for this, where we have to use a particle before the these common noun. This is third one. Again, common noun, singular in number, singular in number. Again, that begins with vowel, sounds like va, sounds like va. तीन जगह, let me give an example like this. One-way traffic. One-way traffic. One-sided, one-eyed cyclope. One-sided lorry. A one-sided one-way traffic, a one-eyed cyclope begins with common noun. It's common noun. It's singular number, and one begins with va. One va. Vowel begins with vowel that sounds like va. At that time we use this. So let's summarize this, where we have to use article with these common nouns. Number 1, common noun जब singular हो और consonant या consonant sound से शुरू होता है, तो वहां पर हम आ का इस्तेमाल, जैसे a boy, a girl, a tree, a pen, a hen. Okay. Number 2, common noun singular number में जब vowel से शुरू होता है, लेकिन vowel की आवाज u की निकले, at the time हम इस्तेमाल करें and का इस्तेमाल. A university, a European, a utensil, a u. Okay, these are very important. Third rule, again, common noun singular होना जरूरी है. Singular के साथ जो vowel के साथ, और vowel का sound वा जैसे निकले, जैसे यहाँ पर one-eyed, one-way, one-sided. Okay, at that time वा की आवाज निकलते हैं, तो वहां पर ये this was all about. Again, now let's take and rule number 1. तो ये तो पहले से हमें पता है. हमें पहले हम जानते हैं आ का इस्तेमाल हम करते हैं जहाँ कॉमन नाउन सिंगुलर जो कॉन्सोनेंट से, लेकिन एंड वहां पर जो वावल के साथ, जैसे अगेन कॉमन नाउन सिंगुलर इन नंबर, ओके. कॉमन नाउन सिंगुलर begins with vowel, sound, begins with vowel. Okay, वहां पर, but that should, other than these 2 sounds, vowel में न u की आवाज आनी चाहिए न वा की आवाज, बाकी जो भी आवाज vowel की निकले तो वहां पर हम इस्तेमाल करें. जैसे an apple, an orange. Okay, an umbrella. कॉमन नाउन है एप्पल, ऑरेंज, अम्ब्रेला कॉमन नाउन और वो भी सिंगुलर, सिंगुलर में, और वावल सशुरा आ ओ यू, ठीक है। लेकिन उनकी आवाज कहीं पर भी यू की नहीं निकली और वा की नहीं निकली, तो वहां पर हम एन लगाते हैं, एन एप्पल, एन ऑरेंज, एन अम्ब्रेला, दीज आर नंबर 2 with common nouns. Again, common noun, singular number, begins with consonant. So let me rub it off first. Again, it we can use it with common noun, but singular noun that begins with consonant. For example, singular number जैसे an Emily, an LLB, his father is an SDM, he is an MLA, his father is an MLA, LLB, MA, MLS, okay? Actually their sound, if we know the phonetic is there, if it is M, it is written like this, M, L, it is like this, S. Now you see the sound, their sound begins with vowel, okay? That's why these are consonants, by we use an instead of a. ये एक दो चीजें जो जिनके बारे में हमें मालूम होना चाहिए था, तो ये सब था आ और एन के बारे में कि हम किस तरह इनका इस्तेमाल करें, कहाँ पर है, 2-4 रूल्स हैं, ज़्यादा नहीं है। तो उसके बाद हम लेने जा रहे हैं ये क्या बोलते हैं उसको, ये डेफिनेट आर्टिकल, दैट्स द। लेकिन इससे पहले और भी कुछ चीज़ें हैं कि हमें मालूम होना चाहिए कुछ और चीज़ें, जैसे काउंटेबल नाउन, अनकाउंटेबल नाउन। काउंटेबल नाउन वो होते हैं, काउंटेबल नाउन दोज नाउन्स व्हिच कैन बी काउंटेड, एंड सच नाउन्स हैव singular as well as plural, and such nouns cannot be written, the singular nouns, countable nouns cannot be written without a and the, my. They are correct. Like I have to write a boy, a car, my car, this car, okay, that car. Without this we can't write, because that's a countable noun. Countable noun both, a car, cars, a boy, boys, a girl, girls, so both. Uncountable, instead of that is the nouns, those cannot be counted. They have only one form, rice, sand, these are some sugar, milk. So there is only one form of that. And one more thing that we have to remember, there are some verbs that can be written as countable as uncountable, but they have different meanings. They have different meanings. So we have to also remember that. Now in the next lecture we are going to take the definite article and we will discuss it. Till then, bye.